Oh, let's say it together. Oh, look at these babies. Whether you are taking pictures of your little ones at home or trying to make a little cash dabbling in photography, a cute backdrop can make or break your photos. So today, photographer Violet Lufkin is here to show us 7 unbelievably cheap and easy do-it-yourself photo backdrops that you can assemble yourself. We could just sit and look at those photos all day. You bring out the cuteness in every baby. What a fun job you have. Yeah. How important is the backdrop to the cuteness of those photos?
You have to be really careful with it, because if you go overboard, it can distract from your cute little baby. And so that's what's great about these. They're simple and easy and fabulous.
They are fabulous. And some are a little more themed, if that's the look you like. But to your point, you want the child, the baby, to still be the focus in the end.
Yeah.
You've gotten so creative with some of these ideas, and I think every at-home photographer, mom with a camera, is going to appreciate these ideas. This first one stopped me in my tracks. You're suggesting shopping for stylish shower curtains and using those as your colorful backdrop.
Exactly. The polka dot one that came up, I literally took it out of my bathroom, hung it up, and stuck my son in front of it. And it was perfect.
Look at that. I mean, perfect for back to school. Does it wave? Does it bend? Does it make it tricky from a photography standpoint to get that flat appearance?
Absolutely. You do have to be really careful that it's nice and tight and stretched as tight as you can get it. So you don't want any creases, because they are a beast to edit out.
So pull it just as tight as you can.
As tight as you can.
All right, toys all over my living room floor. That's a thorn in my mom's side. But toys in a photo shoot could spin the other direction.
Yeah, it adds so much character and theme to a picture.
Oh, so if they have a favorite toy or a teddy, this is the way to work that in?
Exactly.
Look at these babies, and how have you positioned it so that they are, you know, surrounding the baby and not taking over the child's space?
Yeah, so you want to make sure that the baby's laying down. You don't want them sitting up. And then just very strategically, I always put the bears down, or the stuffed animals first, and then put the baby in, and then squish them in around it.
Look how cute. And does this apply to older children as well, if they do have that favorite toy they're towing along?
Absolutely. My son has a lovey that he's now 8 and carries his lovey.
So it's blankie?
Yeah, it's got a little head on it. He calls it Hetty.
Okay.
It goes in almost every photo shoot. I did his baptism pictures, and I made him leave it in the car.
You're like, Hetty cannot be part of these photos, but we love that you love that.
Yeah, I love having pictures of him with his lovey.
Yeah, a memento as a mom to look back and say at 6, at 7, at 8, you were so attached to that toy, and that became part of my memory of you then. Yeah. All right, what have you done with these cotton clouds? Explain this idea.
So it's so simple and brings so much depth and dimension into pictures. It's literally just cotton, just that you buy at Joann's. And I have it on the floor, and then the ones in the sky are actually just glued onto poster board.
Okay, to give it kind of stability and then suspended from behind.
Exactly. And you do need to be careful. We want to keep our babies safe. Make sure that the clouds are always behind the baby, never right above them. Keep them way in the back.
It adds dimension to the photos for sure. Look at those babies. Okay, focus, Brooke, focus. Tapestries are a real trend right now. Actually, a lot of college students taking these fabric pieces to plaster across their dorm rooms. You say they could make a great backdrop too?
Yeah. When I first heard tapestry, I was thinking like the movie Brave, where she has the big tapestry.
Or Sound of Music, where the curtains become the clothes.
Exactly, something thick. But these that you buy on Amazon, they're really thin. Same thing, make sure to stretch it as tight as you can, because you don't want wrinkles, but they're fabulous for backdrops and so inexpensive, between $10 and $20.
I guess I wasn't aware. I mean, I've helped my sister with kind of the dorm room decoration side of this, but I wasn't aware there were actually themed backdrops. So the forest or the jungle leaves, you can kind of search any theme there on Amazon?
You can. Ocean waves, a beach.
All right, you brought one last fun idea here in studio. Tell us about these accessories.
Yeah, so this is also another really big trend, not just with photography. I've seen them as decorations at weddings. I've seen them as decorations for nurseries, or even a wreath on a door. But the thing that makes them so fun here for photographers specifically is I made mine magnetic.
Oh.
So I put a washer on the back.
Okay.
And then a magnet.
Oh, look at you, Violet. Clever.
If a mom shows up in blue with her boys, like I did with mine, then you just take your purple out.
Swap them out like so. And how are you using these in photos?
So I use them in the back most of the time. And then with my newborns, I actually sometimes will lay them down on the
sweet.
ground.
Oh.
And then have the baby in a bucket, and they're just behind them.
Oh, and I love the rack focus effect where those floral hoops, those embroidery hoops are positioned in the background, like you said, and they kind of become that soft focus, and like this, and then the subject just jumps right out. What a cool backdrop idea. And you group them, kind of multiples?
I do, yeah. I usually try and stick with the 3s, 5s, and 7s. We've got 4 today, and it worked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just group them together and
great photos, great ideas, great creative DIY photo ideas. So thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
If people want to connect with you and see more of your photography, how can they do so?
On Facebook and Instagram or my website, so Violet Lufkin Photography.
We'll link you over to all of the above from the Studio 5 website too to make it easy to connect. Thanks for sharing your talent and your ideas.
Thank you.